everybody, and welcome back. I am Nightshade Muse. I am a longtime RPG enthusiast, and today I have the guest, the ever wonderful Coordinator Mitchell.
Hi everybody, Overnight Official. I don't just flight sim, I do RPG as well.
Well, today we're going to be talking to you about building complicated scenes and out-of-character conflict resolution techniques. Building scenes that move your plot forward can be important to any player. Some people prefer to only engage in spontaneous roleplay, and that's totally fine. But others sometimes wish to resolve rivalries, plan pregnancies, marriages, big heists, any other number of scenes that require a little forethought to set up and get going. So we will be quickly covering how to resolve conflicts out of character and the features that are built into our community for reporting and administrative support as well.
Yeah, so it's important to recognize and realize that this actually can be kind of a tricky thing. The hardest thing is taking in-character knowledge, which is what your character knows, and out-of-character knowledge, what you, the gamer, knows, and separating them. So this way we can avoid metagaming. So in the case of trying to plan something, we do an example with a big heist. It's going to be kind of hard for you guys to do sometimes completely in-game, where you're going to want to set everything up and talk about your strategy. We'd like to suggest maybe doing a group DM on Discord and trying to set up out of character, set up a time when everybody can be in character, in their city, and you can go to your hideout, maybe somebody's house, a base, where you guys can all sit down in character as your characters, discuss what day and time this heist is going to work best for everybody, the tactics that you will be using, and anything like that. But it is important to note, try to use things like in-game texting, in-game phone calls, as much as possible. Give yourself opportunity to really get immersed into these plannings and heists, and don't rush it.
Yeah, exactly. A good example of that is even if you plan all of this out the day, the time of your meeting, let's say. Everybody knows about it out of character. What your character could do, let's say you're the leader, you then send out texts, mass texts to all of your members. So then that takes it that next step into the role play, because now everybody has a formal in character. It's not just they just magically know this information. Now they have that formal in character
Absolutely. And again, like I was touching on, don't rush it. Just because you have a plan of action doesn't mean that you have to do all of it in one day. Sometimes it takes a few days to get the proper materials, to get the proper role play of everything that's going to go into this. Enjoy it. Enjoy the story that you can actually create.
Absolutely. Another example of that is when some may take some time is sometimes those are sensitive scenes that you're dealing with. So you definitely want to make sure that your scene partner is comfortable with everything that may transpire. An example of this, as a doctor in a city with ERP, pregnancies happen. So
ERP is erotic roleplay.
Erotic roleplay, yes. As I was going to get to, yes. And so, because of this, pregnancies are definitely possible within our city, as is prevention for them. But when the newly pregnant character comes to the hospital for their first baby appointment, a scene will play out live. The pregnancy will be confirmed. All the questions will be answered in character. However, once that scene concludes, the doctor and the pregnant party can go out of character to discuss, if time allows and away from other actively engaged role play participants, to discuss what's going to happen. Sometimes this is also facilitated by the doctor sending a checklist. This checklist includes yes/no boxes for the player to fill out with what they're okay with happening with the pregnancy, complications, twins, fetal mortality, etc., how many appointments they would like to have, and when they would like to deliver. Some people want to keep it on a timetable as far as what our in-game time looks like. Other people want to fit it within other scenes or other events within their character's life. So they might be pregnant for longer or shorter periods, depending. And all of this can be taken into account when we plan their pregnancy and labor or delivery. Some people will be very, very set in how they would like the condition to play out. Others are totally open to spicing it up, leaving things to chance, but consent is absolutely important in RP as it is in the real world. You want to make sure that just because you might be willing to go to the limit, to push your character to the limit, and those experiences to be the most max that they can be, that does not mean that everyone else is similarly as comfortable. And this can go for a wide variety of scenes, not just these super intimate ERP scenes, but just making sure that when you're making indelible changes to other people's stories, that you are taking that into account, how comfortable they are and where they're going.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully agree with that. Like you said, consent is key. Um, don't be afraid to have out-of-character conversations about your characters with those characters that role-play with often. You know, which is going to be bringing me up to my next thing, conflict. Conflict can happen. You know, sometimes there's some scenes that may not pre-planned, but or maybe sometimes it is a scene that you did try to get a nice solid frame of. This is our shit happens. There's no written script, there's a basic outcome. And sometimes they have outcomes that are way less than desirable for one or more parties. And that can cause a lot of conflict. Yeah, sometimes that spills into OOC, Here's the thing. You're gonna have this character, whether you started with your egg or you had your chicken, you are going to get attached to this character at some point. Maybe right away, maybe after a couple of weeks. But that can cause you to have certain feelings and get upset, sad, stressed, depressed, all happy, every emotion.
All of them.
And that's because you are going to get connected to your character. It's very important to remember that this is just a persona that is played with the character, not ourselves. And at the other side of that character that you may have some type of conflict or something going on with, you have to keep in mind, if there's a real person, on the other side of that key, and they may be doing a character in a way that you're best friends in real life, but you butt heads here. So if the scene doesn't go your way, do your best to try to remind yourself to take the L, and it's okay. You can't win everything. We're not gods. Though I have been told that. It is okay for you to just take a moment to go decompress for a second. Decide how your character, not you, but your character, proceed forward with that. And if you really had any issues with the way someone else interacted with you, you are more than feel free to respectfully address these concerns with somebody and really work it out. No sense in losing IRL friends because of a story.
Absolutely. And it can get murky, and sometimes we can lose sight of that. But here in the Beehole, we do encourage everyone to be adults. And if you can't be calm when addressing someone about your grievance, We suggest that take 5 minutes, step away from the computer, do something else, anything else. TikTok, go touch some grass, take some deep breaths, do some yoga, and then when you come back clearer-headed, then address the issue. If you feel like you and the other player can't get any resolution, or hostilities increase, or you don't like confrontation and just want a mediating hand, then please do take advantage of our robust admin support here in the Beetle, and also our really great reporting tools in the Discord and in the city itself. If you are in the city, please use the /report feature to send a little bit of information about the issue that you're having. If you need somebody to come out right away, maybe oversee a situation that might be getting a little out of hand. Another useful tool is the /911E as an echo and /911P in Paul for either emergency or police. If you're out of the city or feel the issue will take longer or more effort to solve, then please do use the Discord ticket section to submit a ticket regarding either the other player or the situation, whatever it may be, with all available evidence included. If you are live streaming or running Metal or OBS, please do take a clip and include that with your grievance, so that every piece of information that you can give is there for the admin team. Our admin team is here to be an impartial support for all of the city's residents. Despite any character that they may play in the city, you might see them out as a doctor, you might see them out as a gangster, but that doesn't mean that they're going to take those character loyalties back as their role as an admin. These are all very experienced, mature players and members of our community that are absolutely here to help all of us. So please do not have any concerns about that. And they will be always acting as an impartial moderator in their admin roles and should be treated as such, regardless of whether the outcome is in your favor or not. So again, adults, calm, well collected, and though sometimes it's spicy.
Definitely get spicy.
We want to thank you, everyone, for coming and checking out this video, coming and checking out the Beehole, and we'll see you again soon with another tip. Have a great day.